All right, so if you're working on a Honda Blazer and you need to replace this monstrosity of a AC line setup here, just got some quick tips for you. So initially, some guys were saying that they were dropping the cradle or the subframe or whatever you want to call it. I decided not to do that because now there is a op number and it pays a whopping 1.9, including the evac and recharge. So it's still a lot of work. I'm about 2 hours into this job and this is my second one. So this time around, I happened to do it a little bit faster. So, what I did was obviously disconnect the high voltage system here, make sure we are nice and safe here using our gloves and everything. I disconnected all these lines from the battery and the motor here just to give me space to remove everything I need to remove. And additionally, I dropped the cradle again about 1 inch or so all the way around, and it lowers the motor again and give me just about 1 inch or so more space here. I also removed both these lines here because this stuff does get in the way. So I like to work with space, and removing these actually makes the job quicker. So once again, this is what we're replacing here. And this is the Prologue. Allegedly on the ZDX, there's a little bit more space, and I'm not sure about the Blazer EV or whatnot, but essentially this is what we had to do here to give us as much space as possible to get this out. And it's still tight. I still had to fight it. On the way back, I usually end up removing this sensor right over here, which I took out also to remove this one because I already knew from the first time doing this that that sensor gets caught up right on this corner right in here. So I remove it on the old one coming out, and now I'm going to remove it on the new one going in, and then I'll put that sensor back in. But yeah, a lot of work obviously here. Pays a whopping 1.9. I'm about 2 hours into this. So we got about 2 hours going back, and then we had to charge it. We had to test drive it, do our checks. So make sure everything is good. We did have a leak on this hose right over here. So just right here, it was leaking slightly. So we went ahead and ended up replacing all this because this is the only way that it is sold, unfortunately. So once again, Chevy Prologue here. If you happen to have one of these and you need to replace this for any reason, any of the components on here, this is the best way to do it. Again, subframe lowered just about 1 inch or so. Lowers the engine here, gives us a little bit more space. I've moved all this to give me more space, a lot of wiggle room. And in my opinion, this is the best approach. So if you happen to have one of these, hopefully this helps you, give you some tips. There's a lot of 10 mils. You got to remove all these connectors here. And, just make sure you do this nice and safely. We're going to go back in, pays a whopping 1.9, and we'll get this vehicle back on the road for the customer.